a history of broken relationships, dude. Okay. A history of broken relationships. Dude, let me just tell you this, guys. If you meet a girl and she is really attractive, okay, and she's single, you have to ask yourself, what is going on here? Okay. Why is this really good looking girl so like single? And then, you know, another thing that ties into that is, does she have like any long term relationships under her belt? Okay. A year, not really that much of an accomplishment, right? A green flag for a girl is if she's been in a relationship 3 years. If she's been in a relationship for minimum 3 years, you know she has good relationship brain. Okay. A lot of these chicks, bro, they really have no idea how to be in a relationship. Okay. And being in a relationship takes of um a lot of in- intelligence to maintain. That's why the majority of people suck at it. Okay. Um there's so many fucking uh factors that go into having a good relationship, and a big one is that like she has to be raised in a family that emulates a positive masculine household, right? When the man is the head of the household and he's the one calling the shots, all right? So if she has a history of broken relationships, like, some of these girls, man, some of these girls said like they're the longest relationships they've been in um are like 4 months, 5 months, you know what I mean? Uh it's hilarious. Uh it's hilarious, really. Um because okay, here I want to, cuz Kevin Samuels talked about this too on a clip. I want to show this clip because it was so good. Um Here we go. Bingo. Okay. So the biggest thing is this. Us as men, so I was raised from a single mother household, right? You know what that means? That I didn't have like good conflict resolution skills. I didn't have a lot of good relationship skills. I had to learn these things, and I learned them on myself over time. And I really cultivated this with when I dated Miss MLD. And 10 out of 10, best girlfriend I ever had in my entire life, without a shadow of a doubt. Like the most amazing girlfriend ever. I am not who I am today without her. And when I went to her house, it was just so family oriented. Like she was raised with a lot of love. She respected her father. The father was the breadwinner. The mom was a housewife, and they both did their job fiercely. And you know, they are good people, and they raised good daughter and good son. And so, with the flip side of that is when they're raised in a broken home and they have a trail of broken relationships, guys, the greatest indicator of future behavior is past behavior. Okay. The greatest indicator of future behavior is past behavior. And so if she is consistently having bad relationships and having these tumultuous breakups and this drama in the relationships, and there's always some kind of drama or negativity or trouble in the relationships, the common factor is her. And when that common factor is her, she's the fucking problem. And you are not going to save her. You are not that special. Stop it. Stop thinking that you're almighty and you, who probably don't have your shit together at a high level. And even if you do have your shit together at a high level, you can't save them. There's no saving them. You have to get them out of your life as soon as possible. Period. Kevin Samuels does a really great breakdown of this. I'm just going to play it real quick because this was a really big aha moment for me as well. Check this out from the Godfather himself.
Especially if she's 8, 9, or 10. 8s, 9s, and 10s, every one of their exes were all jerks and buttholes. I've never ever met a woman who's upfront about their relationships in the past and say, you know what, I messed that up. I cheated on him, I hurt him, I did this, such and so. It's always something was wrong with every guy. From high school to college to lifetime, from lifetime to college to high school to junior high to elementary. Each and every boyfriend or guy they've dated along the line was always something wrong with the men. Guys, step back from this for a second. Ask yourself, the only common denominator in all of her situations was her. If there's always something wrong with everyone and it's not her, it's going to be you in a minute. Avoid this kind of woman at all costs because all she knows is how to break up. All she knows how to be is in dysfunctional relationships. You're not going to come in and fix her. You're not going to come in and save her. Save yourself. Avoid her up front.
Right there. So that's what he was talking about. That was something I watched a while ago, but it's so true. Okay. And what he says is they're pro at breaking up, right? Because what they do, because, okay, these chicks, they have the history of broken relationships, right? That's who she is. She's a broken person. She doesn't know how to do relationships. There was a girl I used to date here in Tokyo, Chinese girl, really cute. And, you know, cute, makes good money, 6 figures, got some fakes. Like everything on the checklist looks good, but she doesn't know how to be in a relationship. She doesn't know how to be a woman. She doesn't know how to do her part in a relationship. And to this day, it's sad. We're really sad though. She started like leaning into alcoholism now. She's like a high performing drunk career